everybody. Here with some TF2, but it's going to be a little bit different this time. So I mentioned this in several videos. I don't think I've done a video like this for quite a while, but I've been playing some competitive TF2, and I figured to get a little bit more variety of content on my channel, I would upload some demos of me playing Highlander, which is basically Highlander, in case you don't know, is a game mode that people like to play competitively that consists of 9v9, and there's one player of each class on each team, so there's one of each class. So this season I'm playing Heavy, and I'm playing in the main division is UGC, and I'm playing in Platinum, which is the highest division and so this is our first match on Upward. So I'm just going to be going over this, kind of talking about a few things. I realize a lot of people probably don't know anything about competitive, so hopefully I can also give you some general info kind of about how it's played, because it's played a lot differently than just you know, regular casual TF2, and a lot differently than even the competitive mode that's in TF2 right now, because that's 6v6. 9v9 Highlander has a lot of different things going on. There are certain classes that are way more powerful, certain classes that are less powerful as a result, and I'll be trying to go over that as I can. So we'll get started here, and I'll kind of explain what's happening. So we are attacking first. How this works is we set a time on our offense, and the team that is defending first has to beat that time. If they do not beat our time, then we win the first half. Okay, and once you win 2 halves, you win. So, Heavy, right now I'm just checking to see if I can figure out where the demo is putting his sticky traps. So the demo, there's nothing else for the enemy demo to be doing in setup. He's going to be laying sticky traps. I want to figure out where they are and try and communicate that to my team. So Heavy in Highlander, and this is a payload map, so just kind of explain the general setup. There's usually 2 different things. You have your combo and your flank. Your flank is usually people like, on payload, on offense, that's going to be like your NG, Scout, and Soldier. Your combo is Medic, Demo, Heavy, Pyro, and Sniper. They're your power classes. Your combo is incredibly important. So what I'm doing right now is I just have the Fist of Steel out, so I'm really strong and I won't take a lot of damage. I'm just scouting around looking for the sticky traps and stuff, trying to figure out what's happening. So I communicate the spy there. You saw there was a friendly scout on the right. That's obviously their spy, so I know their spy is just sitting on the right side. And what I'm just doing is communicating right now. This first wave is kind of just a suicide wave. What happens is we have our medic sit in spawn so he doesn't die, because we don't want him to lose the uber charge, because the uber charge is super important. So what I'm doing now is my soldier's here, and I'm going to try and move out with my soldier to see if we can do something. Because I see the sniper is looking at me, as is the Heavy, so I'm just going to try and push the cart up instead. I say the sniper dropped down, and I'm saying, okay, we should go in off this, because the sniper fell, he's in not a good spot. So while my team pushes up, I go up here to try and get some high ground. I'm really wary about the spy stabbing me right now. I'm kind of just waiting out the Uber, and then I'm trying to focus people. Unfortunately, the scout is on me, and I really need somebody to help me out. I managed to live with 5 HP, which is quite nice, because that just lets me eat my sandwich, and I'm back. It's hard to kind of tell what went wrong with that push there, but I think our Uber just didn't manage to get enough stuff done. We did manage to get their demo there, which is huge, and I'm just sitting up here laying into people with the Tommy Slav. The Tommy Slav is incredibly good. I would say it's the best one by far. I'm like, there's snipers here, everybody rushed their sniper, and my team unfortunately was not fast enough, but I believe we still get some good kills here because our soldier manages to jump in, and we just waste him after the fact. So that's really good. Our soldier killed their sniper, which is one of the bigger picks we can get, because it means we can push this next part over the hill without worrying about getting sniped. This next point is particularly strong for snipers, so the fact that we killed their sniper is really, really, really strong, because I can just walk up here, I don't have to worry about getting sniped. I'm putting my sandwich down so my team can use it, and I'm just walking at this soldier who was up here, hopefully just to kill him, and I managed to kill him. So another soldier's dead. We're unlikely to get flanked, and so I'm going to play aggressive. We're going to Uber me out of window. Unfortunately, the enemy team retreated, so we're just going to use that Uber and take it as a, you know, we pushed them out of position. Their sniper was was not paying attention. It's a free kill on him. I noticed their scout. I noticed their heavy. I'm basically right now just making room for my team. Our medic arrowed me, which is very good. And our spy managed to get the heavy, which is huge, because heavy's like to sit up on that door, and with the heavy gone, he's not there, obviously. So I'm communicating a lot here. I'm saying spies above, scouts above, and I just get kind of swarmed. We kind of waited too far back for too long, but that's fine. We're kind of just resetting, and I'll respawn and get back. So it's been kind of pretty action-packed here. We've actually been having a very successful offense so far. We've been pushing up really quickly. They've had several mistakes. Every time we've taken a point, their sniper has died retreating from that point. So when he was died on first, he died to our soldier retreating from first. Right now, I'm just calling out what's happening. The soldier managed to force our medic, which is unfortunate, so our Uber is not going to be as good here as it could be. Right now, I'm just shooting the stickies so that we can avoid the damage when we retreat. Thankfully, our pyro helps me out with the heavy there, which means that we are able to kill him. I'm going to quick eat a sandwich just so I'm on top HP, and then it looks like we're going to be able to cap the cart pretty easily. They didn't have many people pressuring the cart, so we kind of just got to push it up. So we got the next point. Now what we're doing is we're kind of just, you know, pressuring, seeing what we can see. Our demos and soldier are getting up there, so I'm going to advance with them a bit. I communicate their heavy fell and their medic fell, so this is kind of a big deal. And so I say, fuck it, I'm going to try and drop on him. I actually managed to kill their medic there while he had Uber charge, which is really good. Really, really good. So they don't have a medic, and they also lost their Uber charge, which is really, 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 really good. Like, I don't know how much I can emphasize how good that is. That is insanely good. And so now we're going to regroup, because me and our demo died, which were two really important classes. Right now I'm just spy checking. Heavy actually is really good at spy checking. I'm saying, you know, here's their team. And we're just kind of trying to chase people here. Get kills, we kill their medic. They tried to force under while we had Uber, see? Because, see, I killed their spy there, saved their demo a little bit. Because we had Uber, we were able to just completely destroy them, right? Because they didn't have Uber because I killed their medic. So it's a really big deal to have Uber charge. Now we're just trying to force the gun down. And once we force the gun down, he had to pick up the gun. We're just going to try and focus cart, and we managed to just focus cart in and win. So it was a really good, really fast offense. So now we are going to defend, and like I said, they have to beat our time of 5 minutes and 14 seconds to win the half. If they don't beat that time, we win the first half. Can I press F1? I can press F1 to close it. Okay. So that was pretty fast. There's a lot of stuff going on. But hopefully on defense we'll be able to get a more... It was going really fast, so what I'm doing here is I'm suiciding so that our NG can get more metal. It's a very common thing you do. This allows our NG to set up more quickly. He doesn't have to run for metal as often. So yeah, on defense, I think you'll see kind of what Heavy does more often. The offense was just rather hectic because we were going so fast. It's kind of hard for me to get in everything I need to say in time. But hopefully it kind of gave a decent idea. On defense, as Heavy, I'm going to be sitting up top. The reason I'm going to be doing this is because I am going to be on the job of basically babysitting the shit out of our sniper. So sniper is probably the most important class after medic. Sometimes even more important depending on how good the sniper is. So I'm basically up here watching for people like the enemy soldier and stuff jumping on our sniper. Right now I'm just spy checking, trying to see where stuff is. And I'm just trying to harass people. So I say that's their spy right there. I just called them out. I'm just constantly trying to pepper people. So the soldier's bombing in on their sniper. I take him out. Exactly what you're supposed to do. Because the soldier's dead, I take the opportunity to go get ammo. Because I was under half ammo. I take out my Fist of Steel when I climb the stairs in case the sniper shoots. There's an Uber going on right now. So I'm kind of just waiting out the Uber charge. And I just take a shit ton of damage here. I fucking just destroy their demo there, and he actually does die. Because he got Gerardian. I wouldn't have gone in on him if he wasn't Gerardian, but I did kill him. So me dying there's not that big of a deal. Killing their demo is more important. because by the time their demo gets there, I'll be back, and honestly, demo is a much more important class for pushing than heavy. So, because they're pushing, the heavy's slow naturally. He can't really do a whole lot when they push other than just try and protect people. He's not going to be the one to make a play. The demo is going to be the one that's going to be able to make a play more than the heavy. So, their demo just respawned. He's going to be getting back soon, but I'm already back. And I essentially, by killing their demo, completely stopped their stuff. So, heavy right now, I'm holding up on top of this tunnel here. This is an incredibly good spot because you're shielded by the rock immediately in front of me, and I have access to almost all flank routes. If they come from the left side from the cliff, I can kill them. If they come from this tunnel here, I can kill them. If they come from below us and try and push the cart in, I can drop to support the cart, like I'm going to do right now. So it offers a lot of positioning. The main thing to watch out from there is usually your team's not really that close to you, and so the spy can sometimes do a lot. So right now I'm just trying to basically mess with people, but I'm rotating because I know my team is getting pressured up top. I'm just turning around a lot to try and see where the spy is. And yeah, so I'm going to bring my Fist of Steel out to get the ammo and health, just so if I get sniped, I'm unlikely to die. I'm getting our medic to arrow me once before we go, because I believe we were going to get aggressive. Here I peek a little aggressively because somebody said their sniper died. So I'm going to die here. The pyro was uber charged and overhealed when he walked at me, and I'm just going to die. But thankfully because of that, the pyro was not messing with other stuff, which is helpful in a way. Still not very good. I lost track of how close they were. I think our team didn't really communicate at that point what was happening. So right now we're kind of just fighting. Their demo fell. He's going to die. He probably did not mean to fall. Obviously, I would say. Our sniper just died, but can't worry about that right now. I think I just got body shot or something. There's their sniper. Their sniper is the main one I have to worry about killing me right now. Their soldier peaked on 30 health, which is kind of odd, because I think he could have just not done that and gotten away. So I'm going to back up because I got no ammo right now, basically. And I'm just going to leave and get ammo. Because we've kind of stabilized. That's one thing is heavy. You're going to be shooting a lot. You really need to be watching your ammo and make sure you have ammo when you need it. So people like to come up with windows a lot. Our soldier just cleared it out. There was somebody up there, but our soldier killed him. I'm just kind of pre-firing now because I don't know where their sniper is. I don't think very well. He's the main one I gotta watch out for. There's their sniper. I'm gonna take out my gloves when I retreat, just so if I do get shot, I won't take that much. Because when you have to commit to like retreating as a heavy, you really want to take out your gloves. So they're pressuring the heavy. Their demo fell again. Those are two big mistakes by their demo. Eat my sandwich again because our medic Ubered. I want to stay out of the Uber. That's a big mistake people do a lot in lower leagues, is they stay in Ubers as classes that shouldn't be in it. So like as a heavy on Uber, you're really bad at chasing people, right? So if you're an Uber, you don't want to get in on the Uber when you want to chase. And that's exactly what our team was doing. We were using our Uber to chase people, and the heavy is incredibly trash at that. So we killed them pretty hard there. As you see, they only have like 20 seconds or so left to cap. It's impossible. So we're going to win this first round. And so right now we're kind of just messing around. I'm going to sit in this side tunnel just to watch it, and we're just going to kind of hold aggressively on the hill and stop them here. So it was pretty successful defense. To be able to hold them to like 5 minutes on the second point is really good. I think a big problem of what happened on their offense, I think their demo made a few too many misplays. I mean, he fell out of their spawn and stuff a little too often. Not the spawn, the windows. He would fall and just get picked off. This didn't seem like they were playing that cohesively. I think at a certain point they probably just decided they weren't going to win, and they kind of just probably started playing a little stupidly. Because there is, when you're playing against a time like that, there does come a point where it becomes basically impossible to win, and then at that point it's like, who cares? So now to start off, we are going to be defending first, and then we're going to go on offense. So they're going to set the time first, and then we have to beat that time. So yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's a lot different than your pub play, especially as heavy. As heavy usually in pubs, it feels like heavies are the ones leading the charge a lot of times. Because people don't know how to deal with heavies. But once you play against good players, and once you play at a high skill level, the game just progresses very quickly, and the heavy becomes less useful most of the time. Not to say the heavy's bad, the heavy's very good for certain things, and in the right situation, the heavy's extremely powerful, but it's just hard to really regularly play the heavy and do really well. Usually, playing heavy in a high level means you have to play around your team well to do well. It's kind of what needs to happen. Yeah, right now, this is just in between rounds. We are just talking about some stuff. I forget exactly. I don't think we really talked about anything because we kind of crushed them the first half, to be honest. The 5-minute cap time is extremely good. Usually probably like a 7-minute cap time is good. You know, that's like a good speed. Shaving 2 minutes off that is very, very good. So, yep. So we can kind of see heavy is more of a protector class than anything. Usually kind of how it works is, like I said, you got your flank and your combo. Your combo, the two people that are going to be making the plays usually and being aggressive are your sniper and demo. Are going to be the ones doing ship. The heavy and pyro are more protective. So the pyro and the heavy are going to be the ones that are doing the spy checking. They're going to be the ones trying to stop the soldiers from jumping in and all sorts of stuff. So that's what heavy and pyro are doing. Meanwhile, you got your spy, which is kind of spy's off in his own realm, doing his own thing. Our spy on our team is really good, so it's really nice to have a good spy, because having a good spy, I mean, when you play at a high level of this, it becomes immediately obvious when somebody is not good enough. So it's very nice because I think virtually everybody on our team is pretty good. If I just say what our weakest class is, no offense if anybody's watching this, it's probably our engineer, at least for this match, at least. I'm not sure. We've had a lot of team switching in the weeks before this, a lot of people switching around classes and stuff. So I'm pretty happy we won our first match, because I think if we played a harder opponent, we would have lost. Spoilers, we won. I kind of gave that away. But, I mean, you could see this. The demo was only half an hour long, and we're halfway through, and we won the first round. So, what do you think? Yeah, we're gonna end up winning this. The second half is a lot closer, though. I'll spoil it. So it's gonna be a little more interesting. But I'm pretty pleased we won our first match, because I think with all the switching going around, there was potential for us to lack the coordination and skill on the classes we need to really win. So again, suiciding for my NG, so he gets the medal. Our soldier right now should be whipping our NG. There he goes. Because when you whip him, you get the NG moving faster. That means he can go run, get metal faster, and build his buildings faster. And he can just get set up more quickly. Mission begins in 30 so, sorry, I'm sick, by the way. I'm sort of getting over it, but it's a little slow. I'm probably going to end up seeing a doctor in the next couple of days just to ensure that I destroy its life. So you usually, you have a voice communications program when you're playing, and we were using Mumble, and our Mumble server was kind of dying at this point. Everybody was getting kind of robot-y because the server was messing up. So again, sitting up here, basically protecting our sniper. I'm just shooting there to try and catch the spy. I just caught him there with my last bullet, and I called it demos bombing. He went underneath, so I ignore him, because I kind of can't really do anything after that point. So instead, I focus on the other classes. So right now I'm just spy checking. Notice I'm below half ammo. So right now I'm waiting here because I intend to drop down. But I thought the dispenser was going to get built faster than that, but it wasn't. I think somebody destroyed it when that demo jumped in. So right now again, just spy checking, looking for a sniper. I tell our sniper there's a sniper down the wall there. So I'm telling the sniper to be looked at. Right now I'm forcing their medic a lot. Their medic actually died there, which is huge. I'm not sure if he had Uber or what, but regardless, he lost it. So our sniper died, unfortunately, and I hurt the soldier a lot. So here I'm going to eat my sandwich on the dispenser to get ammo. It's kind of a bad spot to stand because the spy could potentially stab me there, but usually the spy has more important things to worry about, like trying to stab our medic or something. Speaking of, our spy managed to get their sniper there, which is huge. That means I can peek really aggressively if I want to. But right now I'm kind of just trying to stabilize because we just need to get our sniper back and we can hold. I'm just clearing stickies right now. They lost their sniper, it's going to just kind of be a hold. And I'm just kind of trying to focus people a bit. This is their spy. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's taking a lot of damage from me for no reason. And I managed to just kill him. Kind of risky for me. I decided to rotate a little. I'm getting spammed by their demo a lot. I decided just to commit to their demo because we called we were leaving and I was not going to get out there. I had 90 health and they were already pushing forward. Our pyro dies as well. And our spy goes for the pick but doesn't get it. So we just dropped a ton of people here, which is a bit problematic. So we're going to try and re-stabilize. Our sniper's playing pretty aggressively here. Soldier jumped in and he managed to kill our gun, but we killed him. Their heavy's in the window. Demo fell, and they have Uber. So I'm gonna die here because I got juggled by those explosives, and our medic died there, which is the worst thing. Our medic should not have died there. He was too far in. He kind of stayed with us too much. And our demo is just kind of trying to slow their advance. He's dealing out a lot of damage. The heavy took like a shit ton of damage there. So we're going to try and re-stabilize again. So they have a decent count time. 2:35 for the first 2 points is pretty good. And usually, we haven't seen this point yet, but usually it's heavy you hold here, which we call elbow. Because you get high ground and you can kind of just destroy people from up here. There's also ammo around and a small health kit. I'm going to back up because if I get headshot again, I die to their sniper. Our medic's healing me up, so I'm not going to bother eating sandwich. I'll save it. I'm just going to hold here because this lets me stop people from flanking through. So I see their power got flashed. I have a feeling he's going to push on me. He does die, and we managed to clean them up pretty well. Again, I see the Uber and I stay the fuck out of it. That's a really important thing to do as heavy. That scout's gonna probably end up dying because he was really hurt. I was looking for spies because right now I'm over here sort of by myself. The biggest threat is if a spy goes on me. Because that's gonna be the thing that's probably gonna kill me the easiest. I'm just going to go back and get the health while I can. I throw out my sandwich in case somebody needs it because I don't think I'm going to right now. I'm trying to shoot their scout. So I call that I got their soldier pinned up here. And I managed to kill him. So that was just kind of, he kind of just got stuck up there and I just, you got to keep applying the pressure. And right now I'm just kind of shooting, seeing if I can catch the spy with a bullet so I can get some info. Call the demos bombing. I just ignore him though. You gotta know when to ignore stuff as heavy, because your target priority is very weird. I called the snipers on tracks because he walked up towards where the cart is. I'm just gonna back up here for a sec, because our medics, we're gonna Uber out the right side. I think. Oh, we didn't have crits. That was on our scrim pregame. So right now I'm just staying alive. I'm trying to just help our demo get out. Unfortunately, our demo did die. I'm getting spammed by their demo, and this is where things go kind of bad. Right now I'm just shooting there a lot. Our team was not communicating there. I did not realize they had just pushed up middle. And I believe our medic dies here again. Again, he stayed in too far. So they're gonna get the third cap point. I don't think our scout unfortunately didn't get the kill there. And so we're gonna try and hold last here. Their soldier was waiting up there. He killed our spy, which really sucks. So we're going to try and hold this. There's an Uber there. You can see it's fading, and I'm going to walk in aggressively and try and do as much as I can. I'm just going to eat my sandwich because they took a lot of damage on their combo, their demo and pyro. So the thing is, they probably backed out quite a bit. I'm looking for spies. They called the scout over there. Trying to help our soldier kill him. I used a lot of ammo for that, unfortunately. Gonna grab the ammo, of course. You always gotta watch your ammo. Once you get down to like half ammo, you gotta worry about it. So right now, I believe we're gonna try and cross to upper. So this is usually where you want to hold. So here we're going to try and take upper. So this is a really good spot to hold. You deny this a complete upper area. By doing so, there's really only one way they can get in, and that's walking through the middle. So what happens is you have your flank going around pressuring. Your sniper is watching main, so they can't just walk in. And then your combo is watching up top here, so you're unlikely to get hurt, basically get rushed. Because the thing is, once they get like their sniper and stuff up here, our Engie, who you can see across the way, is going to be very vulnerable to being attacked. So now we've kind of sucked up the first two points, actually more the first three, and now we've actually kind of finally stabilized. So here I'm getting ammo, really need it. We just dropped our spy and soldier, but then we just immediately got 2 more kills. So I tell my team, it's very important that you call what's happening. I tell my team that was their pyro and that was basically their entire combo. I think this is the mistake here. I call our medic to Uber on me. He waited a little too long, and then he lost connection to me for too long. That was a really bad Uber. Our medic really did not play this half very well. Unfortunately, our spy could not get the kill there. The heavy managed to position himself correctly. The things are kind of going a little bad. We're trying to just get on cart and stop it, but they have like most of their combo on it, and it looks like they're going to get it here. Yeah. So what should have happened there is we knew they were committing to coming up, right? Like, we knew they were going to commit to come up. I told our medic to Uber on me. He like didn't believe me or something. And we let them walk up too close, basically. Not only that, I took a lot of damage before I got Ubered. This is something that people don't do a lot. If you know you're going to have to Uber, think of it this way. What is the Uber good for? It's not necessarily the invulnerability. The reason the Uber is good is because it prevents damage, right? So I took like 300 damage before I even got the Uber. That's 300 less health I had. If we had just popped the Uber a second earlier, I would have saved 300 health. And think about how good that healing is, right? The minigun heals, what, 24 health a second? If you had just Ubered me 1 second earlier, I would have saved 300 health. That's effectively 300 healing per second, effectively. And that's an obscene amount of health. So it's very important that you pop early to deflect the damage. Like when you know you're going to pop. Like, I know they're going to pop. I'm telling our medic to pop. I guess he just didn't believe me, which is just kind of a breakdown of communications. So again, we're going to be on offense. We got to beat their time of 8 minutes and 6 seconds, which is a decent time. It should have been longer. Our last hold was pretty good. We just fucked up our first, second, and third holds. Nobody watched for a sticky trap on main, so a bunch of people who were going to push the cart just died. I probably should be on cart right now. Instead, I'm kind of just calling what's happening. I call the spies over there on the right, obviously. I'm going to back up because I'm getting low, and the spy is trying to ambi. So once you go below 102, well, I guess not necessarily below, equal to or below 102, things get bad. So there's our spy. Our Engie just bumped him. I'm going to ignore him, though, and just try and pressure their scout out. Keep looking for the spy. They're heavy shooting at me, but I'm just going to take the damage. There's their spy over there. I'm managed to kill him. So here I'm just forcing their soldier out. So now we managed to force their flank out. And I'm trying to get in a good position here. So up on top of this rock is a pretty good spot. It lets me see a lot. I'm being focused by their soldier a bit. So I'm going to try and focus him. I'm going to eat my savage here with it. This is a bit dangerous. If the spy were there, I would get fucked. See, I'm just shooting their heavy. I managed to force him off. I'm just going to back up now, though. It's basically just me and our sniper out here, so I'm going to sit by my sniper with this dispenser and basically just try and protect him in the hopes that he can make a pick. The scout took a lot of damage from me and our Engie. Their spy Got a little bit too ambi-happy. I got healed by our medic, which is great, and I managed to actually get up here. And this is like insta-fucking-death for them, getting a heavy up here like this uncontested. So we managed to just walk in. Right now what I'm looking for is basically protecting my team, because we want to push immediately. I call out where their sniper is, and I say they have a gun up there. So right now I'm just trying to play aggressively so I can force them back for my team, right? So I managed to just destroy their sniper there. I'm calling it. I'm saying, we gotta go, because their sniper's out of position, and they pop. So immediately, I can't shoot people who are Ubered. I just take out my Fist of Steel, and I leave. Somebody ate my sandwich there, which is helpful. And I'm kind of just peeking right now. And, you know, I took 100 damage from that scout, but, you know, shit happens. Putting down my sandwich. Telling our medic I need some health here. Ideally, I would want more for exactly what's going to happen here. I get a headshot by their sniper, so fully charged headshot with the Fist of Steel is 270. It's important to know those health numbers is heavy. It's important to know exactly how much damage you can take. It was dangerous to peek when we knew their sniper would be there, probably fully charged with less than 270, and I died because of it. But to be honest, if anybody's going to die in that push, I'm probably one of the better ones. Because we managed to push really aggressively, and the heavy is not good at pushing aggressively like that because he's slow. So the fact that I died there rather than somebody else was not that bad. One of the more favorable outcomes probably at that point. In fact, I might have been the best target to die there. Our soldier died, unfortunately. So just kind of trying to help our demo. I walked into that second kill. The first kill I kind of didn't see in time. But the second one was, I kind of just walked into it. So right now I'm just trying to apply some pressure up there. Controlling that little door up there is a really big deal. But what I'm going to actually end up doing is take this upper area. I've noticed they've been poking through here a lot and trying to kill somebody. So there, I got their scout, which is pretty big. And so I'm just trying to take this upper area so that there's soldier and scout. I call their snipers out of position here really bad because he just fell. So I'm telling my team to push as much as possible. I do a ton of damage to their heavy, which is really good because that means he cannot peek our team as we push up here. And it means that I can just eat a sandwich. So we called soldier on cart. And I'm just going to end up getting on cart here to try and deal with their soldier. Our scout managed to kill him though. And we have too many people on cart. It's not good to stand with the rest of your team as all the time as heavy because you don't want to take a lot of damage to stuff. So I'm actually going to hold over here and pressure this side room. And just kind of form a barrier here, like a wall that people they have to walk past me basically to get to the cart. So by doing that, I shield the cart and allow us to get the point fairly easily. They had already backed up by that point, you know. Most people are pretty smart to know when they can't defend things and they back up at this level. So, right now, we're kind of just trying to figure out what's going to happen. I believe we killed their NG or something. We got their soldier. My soldier thankfully responded quite quickly because I told him I was finding the soldier up there and he peeked and we managed to do something. But I think we just lost our spy and sniper. So that's really shitty. Trying to destroy those stickies, but they're like just in kind of a weird spot from where I was standing. So kind of our strategy when we're pushing last. We didn't do it the last time because we kind of we got a really good picks. But usually we go under. So I believe that's what we're going to do here in a second. So we made the call. We're going to rotate. We killed their demo, I believe is what happened there. So normally you don't go up those stairs there because there's a million stickies right where I am usually. But because we killed their demo, we just walk up for free. And now I'm trying to pressure their sniper. I tell our sniper exactly where theirs is. And I give him a sandwich in case he needs it. And now I'm just shooting the gun. So our sniper got gangbanged by the pyro and heavy here. And I tell our team up there. But they did take a lot of damage, which is really good. Meanwhile, our team has been killing basically everybody else. So we're just kind of pushing the cart, and we're getting a lot of good kills here. Sniper killed their sniper. Looks like we're gonna get it. They jump on the car at the last second to try and stop it, but they're not able to. So, yeah. Pretty good game. We had some. I think our offense was really good. Our defense was good except for the second half. On the first 3 points, we made some bad plays, and our Uber on the last point should have just crushed theirs. The reason being why we should have crushed theirs is they brought their demo and soldier in the Uber. So Ubers are... You have to really, really, really understand Ubers well to play at a good level, because having a good Uber is a big deal. So what happened there, the reason why our Uber was not very good is because we popped too late, meaning I had shit health for the after Uber fight, which is a really big deal for heavy. Secondly, because we didn't pop early enough, their pyro, they got to pop later. If we'd popped earlier, I could have forced them a lot later, and I could have made them flash. So what flashing is flashing is when you switch your Uber targets, basically. So they brought a demo and a pyro, meaning their medic has to be flashing both their demo and pyro with the Uber to keep them both alive, because if he doesn't, I'm going to kill one of them. So what that means is for every person you flash on the Uber, that lowers the total Uber time, which is very significant. So even if we pop earlier, if they have to flash more, our Uber's going to last longer, and we're going to end up in a better spot. But actually what ended up happening is their pyro got in too early, and he managed to start, kind of walking in and doing stupid bullshit. Our medic ended up leaving to flash other people or something, and that sort of left me in a bad spot because I had already lost a lot of health because we didn't pop Uber early. So I honestly think that if we had popped Uber like 2 seconds earlier or even a second earlier on that last push, we would have just fucking stomped them and they wouldn't have worked. So, I mean, that just goes to show how fast things can happen in TF2. I mean, it's little mistakes like that, really tiny things like getting hit by the splash of a rocket when you don't mean to, that can really fuck you over. And it just is like, yeah. So, anyway, that's probably all for now. I mean, I don't have another one to show, really. It's been already, half an hour. Like I said, I'm probably going to try and keep my TF2 videos a little bit shorter now. And instead I'll stream. So if you want the longer content, feel free to watch my stream or watch the VODs when I upload them on YouTube. So yeah, hopefully I kind of give a little bit of a little bit of insight onto, competitive stuff. It's really complicated. If you've never seen competitive before, you probably didn't really know what was going on. You probably, could see what I was doing, but it was really hard to understand kind of the actual flow of the game, I'm sure. So, yeah, if you're interested in competitive, I would really encourage it. It's kind of a pet peeve of mine that people think TF2 is not competitive. It's incredibly competitive when you play it at a high level. Very, very competitive. There's a ton of very good people who play the game still, even after, all this time. And, it's just a really fun game to play. I don't know. So hopefully, my hope is that Valve will make a Team Fortress 3 that's just as good, and they'll actually support it as a competitive game from the get-go, and it'll get big. Because, I don't know. It's just a really fun game. As far as I'm concerned, it's basically, objectively better than Overwatch in like almost every regard, and other games that are popular right now. I would say it's even better than Paladins, which I also really like. But I also really like Paladins. It's nice to have just some variety. It's unfortunate that people don't refuse to see the competitive aspect because of this veneer of like cartooniness and hats and stuff. So anyway, yeah, I'm curious if you've watched to the end here still, what you guys thought about that. It was a pretty fast match, and there's a lot of shit going on. It's really difficult for me to try and go through it really quickly. What I could try and do in the future, if you want, if you guys want to see more of this, is try and pause the demo sometimes and go over kind of what's happening and explain it at a slower pace. I didn't want to pause it this time, but in the future that's an option. So if you like these videos, let me know what you thought. If you want me to post more sort of competitive stuff in the future, maybe I could even post like a stream of one of our scrims we do or something, something like that. But yeah, let me know what you thought about it if you want to see more competitive stuff. And that's really about it. Let me know if you want me to pause more in the future, maybe if it was going too fast. It is very fast. It's very, very fast. I mean, that's usually the problem. Honestly, what usually separates good players from, you know, your average player is not even necessarily how good you are at aiming and shit. It's just how good you are at determining where you need to be and how you communicate to your team. So, you know, lower level players will communicate bad things. They'll communicate it inefficiently. They won't know how to work with their team. They won't understand their role. They'll just go for kills. And even if they're really good at going for kills, they end up being worse as a result. So it's very important that you play as a team, like, incredibly so. And it's that sort of shit that makes me, a little soapbox rant, is that sort of shit that makes me so pissed at Overwatch. A game that does not, because teamwork should be necessary. It shouldn't be forced. The reason you have teamwork in TF2 is not because it's forced. Teamwork in TF2 is necessary to play at a high level, because if you don't have teamwork, you're going to get your ass kicked, right? Because you need teamwork. You need to understand, okay, what is my role? What should I be doing, right? Because that will help your team. In Overwatch, what they do is they segment the classes into their roles. And they say, this class can only do this thing. And because of that, they're enforcing teamwork. They're saying, you have to have a healer. You have to have these healers. You have to have these tanks, these DPS in these situations. That is how teamwork works. They enforce it artificially through their classes and their bullshit. And it really just makes the game stale, frankly. Because, like, stuff like me dropping down to kill their medic and making him drop Uber. Imagine a Reinhardt doing something like that. First of all, it can't be done because the Overwatch maps are trash. There's no real flanking routes. It enforces teamwork by virtue of enforcing that you have to push through common choke points, and you have to have a tank to do that, and blah, blah, blah. And really, there's almost nobody who can actually flank very easily. Tracer's probably the only one that can really flank just because she's the only character that's actually fast. And then, so you have, I guess Genji maybe can flank too, but you have, like, stuff like that. Like, imagine if you have a Mercy who's going to have, like, res in Overwatch. She's going to be able to have her ultimate, and it's just like, oh, fucking Reinhardt just drops out of the ceiling and kills you. It doesn't happen. Because the maps are designed poorly, and Reinhardt just does not have the ability to do that. He would die before anything happened. The only way he could possibly do that is if he charged as he was dropping out of, like, a window or something and managed to charge somebody and kill them. Which is, in itself, a retarded mechanic, his charge, but I'm not going to get into that. At least not yet. Anyway, I don't know. Overwatch is just annoying to me. It's just like every time I play that game, I get pissed off. Like, you know, I play TF2 sometimes and I get pissed off. And it's like, even still, that's usually like I don't get pissed off. Okay? When I play Overwatch, I actually get mad because the game is so annoying. It's very frustrating. That's probably why I'll never stream it, because you would just hear me swearing up a fucking storm. More so than usual. But anyway, yep. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. My standard talk at the end. I'm going to cut it short here a little bit, but let me know if you want to see more competitive stuff in the future. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Got to see a little bit of higher level heavy stuff. I know people usually are saying, you know, heavy's a noob class. Oh, heavy's hard. Heavy's actually a very difficult class to understand how to play right, because most of his skill is not even aiming. It's simply knowing how the flow of things is going to go and being in the right spot, right? Because heavy cannot move very quickly, it's very important that you are in the right spot, and because of his high damage, if you're in the right spot, you can make a huge impact and manage to do a ton of work. So very, very, very good class, and I think it's interesting to be playing him. I haven't played heavy, like I said, in competitive before, and it's very interesting to be playing heavy. It's a really different play style than a lot of classes, so it's pretty fun. It's very passive and kind of almost applauding type of thing. But anyway, that's all for now. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments about this competitive video and kind of what you want to see in the future if you want to see more. And I will see you next time.